Minister, what was your initial thought when you saw children being separated because of race? What did you first think needs to be done?
So let me start up front. Any form of discrimination on the basis of race, gender, religion is just a big no-no for our children, because we want them to go through a very safe future where they can build a new South Africa. So it's a big no-no coming from where we come from, especially historical. But I think in my nature is to say what was going wrong. I would not jump and easily say it's racism. It could be a careless, silly inability to deal with the changes that are there.
And do you think that the MEC in the Northwest, Laerskool, acted in the right way with Schweizer-Reneke?
I'm giving you my personal view. I was going to investigate first. So this question, because there's you and cameras, and then you're expected to take radical action and really make sure that you are comfortable that you are dealing with it. That's not. So if I was him, I was going to say, wait, camera, wait, everybody. Let me try to understand what was happening here so that you can deal with it properly. Then I know who had separated children and what was the intention, and deal with it in that sense. But I just have difficulties with reacting at the moment without giving yourself space to understand what was happening and possibly finding a long-term solution. Because what is for me important is to help the school to understand the importance of integration and how to handle it. But to fire somebody, it's a short-term thing, and I just don't think it's sustainable.
So would I be correct in saying that Minister Angie Motshekga doesn't agree with the way that the MEC in the Northwest dealt with this issue?
No, he's got the right. He's a politician. He's got the right to resolve things in the best way he thinks is correct. So it's not that if I say I would have done anything which means I'm necessarily correct. It could be that I always respect that other people have. Sometimes I'm wrong. Maybe it was a correct way to deal with it. But I'm saying Angie Motshekga would not have dealt with it. I'm not necessarily saying Laerskool was wrong to deal with it the way he did.
Did you communicate with Mr. Laerskool that you would have dealt with it differently?
No, I mean, I'm sharing it with you because you asked me. So he didn't ask me. He didn't ask me, Minister, what do you think? He's dealt with it the way he's dealt with, and then you say with him, how do we move forward from where he is? Right? Because if I could say to him, I would have. It's water under the bridge. Doesn't matter now because we've passed that stage about how to react. So he's reacted. All we have to do now is to say, how do we move forward? So it's not for me to reprimand, to say, I shouldn't have done it this way.
But to advise him?
It's done. Currently there with cameras, he's already suspended. The question is, now that you've suspended this teacher, what do we do? How do we move forward? How do we support learners? How do we support teachers? How do we support the school? To condemn him doesn't add any value to dealing with the challenge or with the situation.